Welcome to Word Nerd Trivia's General Knowledge Quiz number 6. In this quiz, we've wrangled up 40 questions and answers in a wide range of categories. Leave your score in the comments, and while you're there, feel free to toss us a like. We don't bite. Alright, time's a-wasting. Here we go. What instrument is Chuck Mangione most commonly associated with? The mellophone, the flugelhorn, or the trombone? While he certainly could play all three, he was best known for playing the flugelhorn on hits like Feel So Good. In the world of 1980s toys, whose lair was this? Serpentor, Skeletor, or Mumm-Ra? That is Snake Mountain, which of course was built by Skeletor with wisdom he learned from the Golden Discs of Knowledge, which, as we all know, he stole from Xanthor, who had been trusted with them by the Council of the Wise, and... I've said too much. How many castaways were there on Gilligan's Island? 7, 8, or 9? There were 7. Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire, his wife, the movie star, and the rest. What baseball team won the first World Series? Boston, Pittsburgh, or New York? The first World Series was held in 1903, and the Boston Americans beat the Pittsburgh Pirates in a best-of-9 series. What is acarology the study of? Ticks, moss, or boats? Acarology is the study of ticks and mites. What country's flag is this? Denmark, Austria, or the Netherlands? That's the flag of Austria. Who is the first kid to get an Oompa Loompa song in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Augustus Gloop, Violet Beauregarde, or Veruca Salt? Augustus gets the first song after he falls into the Chocolate River. What year is recognized as the beginning of the modern Olympic Games? 1896, 1908, or 1920? The first International Olympic Games in modern history were the 1896 Summer Olympics held in Athens. Follow-up question. In what year were the modern Winter Games first held? 1916, 1924, or 1938? They were held in 1924 in France. What sport did Prince William play at the University of St. Andrews? Water polo, cricket, or rowing? He was captain of the water polo team. How did they get the horses in the pool? Who is this actor who only appeared in 5 movies before he passed away, all 5 of which were nominated for Best Picture? Sam Booth, John Cazale, or Frederick Forrest? That is John Cazale, who had roles in The Conversation, Dog Day Afternoon, The Deer Hunter, and the first 2 Godfather films. This marble sculpture is called the Kiss. Who was the sculptor? Rodin, Bernini, or Michelangelo? The Kiss was sculpted by Rodin. In what year did the Irish famine begin? 1830, 1845, or 1890? Potato production plummeted in 1845, which began the 7-year crisis, which is believed to have caused over 1 million deaths. Which of these weight measurements is heaviest? 50 pounds, 3 stones, or 2 quarters? The answer is 2 quarters, which is the equivalent of 56 pounds or 4 stones. If you have trypophobia, what do you have a severe aversion to? Falling, holes, or travel? Trypophobia is an aversion to patterns of holes. So, like if this image of a honeycomb bothers you, you might have it. Whose debut album came out first? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, or Jessica Simpson? All three albums came out in 1999, but Britney was first in January. What subject did Mr. Kotter teach on the 1970s show Welcome Back, Kotter? U.S. history, economics, or social studies? Mr. Kotter taught social studies. Which of these brands was founded by Lady Gaga? Rare Beauty, REM Beauty, or Haus Labs? Lady Gaga founded Haus Labs. Who is the only actor to have been killed by a predator, a Terminator, and an alien? Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, or Lance Henriksen? That honor goes to Bill Paxton. Who is this man who wrote Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance? Robert M. Pirsig, Albert Camus, or Jean-Paul Sartre? That is Robert M. Pirsig. In a groundbreaking episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, who pooped the bed? Frank, Charlie, or Cricket? It was Frank, though in his defense, he's Frank. Which of these was not one of the original 13 states? Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, or Tennessee? Tennessee was not one of the original 13 states. What is the most abundant gas released by an erupting volcano? Carbon dioxide, water vapor, or hydrogen sulfide? The most abundant gas is water vapor, so go ahead and build a house by it. You'll be fine. Which of these games was first released as part of the Orange Box compilation? Halo, Portal, or Destiny? The answer is Portal, and the cake is still a lie. What 1974 comedy is this dialogue from?
You gotta remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
That's from Blazing Saddles. What album is this the cover of? That's the cover of Candy-O by The Cars. What English Revolution led to King James II being dethroned? The Glorious Revolution, the Monmouth Rebellion, or the Welsh Uprising? The Glorious Revolution removed King James from the throne and installed his daughter, Mary II. In what southern city did Sherman's march end? Charleston, Savannah, or Atlanta? Sherman's march, which employed a scorched earth policy, started in Atlanta and ended in Savannah. What band was formed by members of Joy Division after their lead singer died? New Order, XTC, or Yazoo? The answer is New Order. What is the capital of Estonia? Tallinn, Tartu, or Narva? The capital of Estonia is Tallinn. Which classic Beethoven piece was released 40 years posthumously? Moonlight Symphony, For Release, or Fidelio? The answer is for Elise, and no one is sure who Elise was. Which of these characters did not appear on every episode of Cheers? Carla, Cliff, or Norm? Cliff missed out on 2 episodes. Which of these numbers is the square of the sum of its digits? 45, 72, or 81? The answer is 81. 8 plus 1 is 9, and then 9 squared would be 81. This is Hans Beck. He was a German inventor who is considered the father of what toy? Lego, Playmobil, or Nerf? In 1971, Beck developed the Playmobil figure, which became wildly popular. What 1990 movie is this frame from? That's from Goodfellas. Which of these anthropomorphic M&M spokes candies is a peanut M&M? Red, yellow, or blue? Yellow's the peanut M&M. A person wanting to see the Liberty Bell would have to travel to what state? Virginia, Pennsylvania, or New York? The Liberty Bell's in Pennsylvania, but I mean, guys, look at the thing. It's still got a crack in it. They haven't fixed it yet. If you're going to be in Pennsylvania, I'd say like go to Hershey Park, maybe Kennywood, Knoebels, just saying. What constellation is this? Pegasus, Scorpius, or Cygnus? That's Pegasus. What MSNBC host regularly peppers their stories with hip-hop references? Ari Melber, Rachel Maddow, or Nicole Wallace? That's Ari Melber. What was the first official James Bond movie? Dr. No, From Russia with Love, or Goldfinger? Although the first book was Casino Royale, the first movie was Dr. No. And that does it for this week's quiz. Don't forget to leave your score in the comments, and if you enjoyed the quiz, the subscribe button is right there. We'll be back next week with a brand new quiz, and we hope to see you there. Bye!